What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lineman Football. I hope you guys liked that little intro I had for you guys on some stuff I was doing for Instagram to promote this. So yes, this is finally the full review on the Nike Alpha Pro 2 3/4 TD LE 2.0. It's a mouthful, but I'll explain all of it to you guys very soon. So the two guys you saw in this video are both university players here in Canada I'm really good friends with, so they've been helping me out with doing some product reviews and some testing for me. Again, you'll hear a little bit more from Ben, one of them, later on about these cleats, as he had a lot of input into this review. But for now, let's get up close and we'll take you through the full review. Okay, so yes, the name is huge for this cleat, but I'm going to take you through it. So Nike Alpha Pro 2 3/4 TD LE 2.0. So Nike brand, Alpha Pro is the cleat series of this style. 2 is just as it's the second iteration of this cleat. There was an older style before that had a lot more kind of knit material on it. 3/4 is the height of the cleat, as it is kind of like a mid cleat. It doesn't have really high like the Highlighter, like the Lunar Beast, but it's also not low like a Vapor Carbon, so it's a good kind of middle ground. TD, again, it just deals with the series of it and the cleat pattern on the bottom. LE stands for limited edition, as in this colorway that we have all along here, the cleat pattern on the bottom. It's all limited edition, so it's not going to be out for a crazy long time. And 2.0, it's just limited edition 2.0. It's the second iteration of this limited edition series. So if you guys want to know, if you want kind of like a full overview, kind of a tour around the cleat, don't forget to go check out the unboxing video, which will be linked at the end of this video. That'll take you through kind of more like a tour around the whole cleat. This video, I'm going to get more specific and deal more with materials as I go through it. So the first material that is obviously covers the majority of the cleat is this synthetic leather. So the good thing about this new synthetic leather is it's going to be a lot more durable. Next, you can see we have the Nike logo here, how it kind of has this cool kind of faded blue-black effect. And there is 3 different colorways for this limited edition cleat. Again, it will be linked in the description. Okay, next thing you can see on the side here is the Flywire. So what Flywire is, it's these kind of things that run. It's not as easy to see in this shoe. A lot of Nike shoes have this nowadays. It's basically, see these little loops? So these loops, when you tighten the laces, it pulls on these loops like this, and it helps tighten and make a really good snug fit around your foot. That's the point of the Flywire, is to really make it mold to your foot the same way like a glove molds to your hand. And they used to do it one. Now each lace has 2 points of contact for Flywire, so it is a really good snug fit. Okay, so now let's move down a bit. So on here, this is called the Phylon midsole, which is super lightweight. As you can see, I'm able to push in on it, so it's really good cushion. It's a really good, comfortable shoe. The one thing I don't like as much about this shoe as with some of other Nikes, the insole in this shoe, you can't take it out as easy. So I usually like to put my own insoles in shoes because they're just a little more comfortable for my feet. However, with these, I had to leave in their insole, and it's not as comfortable as mine. So that's kind of one negative that, you know, you can obviously, if you try really hard to peel the glue out, you obviously could get it out eventually, but that's just too much time for me, especially when I just want to resell these cleats to someone else. So I don't want to wreck them like that. Okay, so now let's move down to the plate on the bottom. Now this plate is a combination of P-backs and TPU, basically just meaning it's plastic. It's a plastic plate on the bottom with all molded studs and blades on the side. Now the first thing you can see about this plate, there's basically 3 things with this plate. You can see the crazy color shift from the blue to black. Really cool, interesting, never seen that before. But then as soon as you have that cool coated color on the bottom, it makes it really obvious how less durable it is, as you can immediately see how it's peeling off. And this was after 3-4 uses. It's already starting to come off like this. So it's not incredibly durable on the bottom. The one upside is, though, that eventually maybe if you scrape most of this off, it still is like a chrome finish underneath, so that won't look crazy bad. So now this cleat overall weighs 13.1 ounces, only 0.8 pounds. It's not incredibly light. The ways you could make this lighter is, instead of this TPU bottom, you could do it with the carbon fiber like the Vapor Carbon series. So now let's look at the cleat pattern and we'll analyze it. So again, for Lineman, the one thing we always like to see are these nice big studs at the front here. All these ones here and these nice big ones at the back. The things that aren't as great for linemen, which we don't really need as much. Again, yeah, you might need this style of blade when you're trying to run out for sprint out or something like that, but it's not as useful for us like we're taking off like a running back or a linebacker or something like that. You know, for us, I like to see more of maybe some closer ones to this size in here. However, the one thing I do like about this is they have these really nice big blades on the side here, especially when you're posting and posting specifically. This really helps you dig in and really plant that post foot. So these are really good blades to have in combination with these to really get a good firm plant in the ground. Another thing is this almost makes it a little harder to kick step. So when you're taking your kick step back and you're dragging your front foot, your back foot, this blade in the front also kind of makes it a little harder to drag that front foot back with you. I would also like to see something a little bigger on the back right here from it. I feel like this is a little too small. I wish it was closer to this size right here to really plant that back foot for us so we can anchor down. So those are the really only things I want to deal with the cleat pattern, is just a couple small changes to the front and back that would be a lot more useful for linemen specifically. Now the overall durability of the plate of this cleat, it's going to be a pretty durable cleat. Besides the cleat pattern wearing off on the bottom, it's not like you're going to wore through the molding here like you would, say, spikes. So that's good because this will last you longer and you'll maintain your grip longer. With the synthetic leather here, it's going to be really hard to get this ripped by someone else's cleat stepping on your foot. The only place where you might have some issues for replacing things down the road is the laces, which if they get stepped on enough, any lace on any shoe is not above that. Okay, now before I talk about what positions this is good for, I just want to mention on the ankle support, which will kind of segue into that. So with this 3/4 ankle support, this is a good all-around cleat, as it can be used for O-line, D-line, linebacker, fullback, tight end. Even my friend who is a running back, he loved this cleat. He had these, and then when he switched to the Vapor Carbons as a running back, he said he liked these a lot more at running back opposed to Vapor Carbons because he felt that he had a lot better grip in the turf. So he preferred these over the Vapor Carbons at running back. Another thing is, you also, if you want good additional support, it doesn't come with it in, but you can also add these 2 additional lace holes. And yeah, overall, great cleat, still in really good condition. Okay, now I hope you guys really enjoyed that video today. If you liked that video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you really liked that video, don't forget to share. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, as I try and put out 3 videos every single week. Big news, it's not 100% released yet by the time this is out, but the Lineman football t-shirts are almost here. It's days off before they launch. So to stay up to date on all that, go check out my Instagram right here. If you want to look at any articles as well as these cleats, they will be for sale on my website at a discounted price. Go check out right here at my site for lots of great products. I have a lot of deals on there. So guys, go check that out if you're looking for some really cheap deals on some stuff. And yeah, thanks.